أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Everyone listen today. Today inshallah we'll be talking about the tongue letters, the Quran tongue letters. How do you pronounce them and where do they actually come out from? Okay. The Quran tongue letters, they are 18 numbers. And it's so very profound that we have all these letters coming from the same region of the mouth. So the lisan, the tongue, it's a special point of of our sound system, and that's why we have to take care of our tongue, take care of our mouth, because whenever the mouth is bad, everything else will not go straight. And so we talked about last week, or the week before, we started talking about the Makharij, which is the points of the Quran letters articulation. So we have 5 major regions of articulations. We have the oral cavity, and we have the tongue, we have the halq, which is the throat. We also have the lips, and we have the khayshum. Based on the submission of Imam al-Jazari, rahimahullah. So we categorize the makharij to be 5. Okay, so we talked about earlier on the halq, which is what we've been discussing for the past 2 weeks. We said there are 6 letters that actually come out from the halq, which is the throat. So we have the deeper part of the throat, which is the base part of the throat, where we have 2 letters there. We have 2 letters from the top of the throat and 2 from the middle of the throat. And all these letters are called the huruf al-halqiyya, so the letters of the throat. But we want to talk today, inshallah, about the letters of the tongue. And we cannot exhaust the discussion today. We'll continue, inshallah, after Ramadan. So next week, Sunday, we will not be having our Quran lesson here, inshallah, getting ready for the Eid. And we have an exciting event for our students in our program at Maaher Academy, in the Accelerated Quran Reading Program, and students who are doing the Hifz with us. We're actually having a competition for our students in that during those weekends. So I will not be able to come here to teach the Tajweed there with us. So inshallah, after Eid, so which will be the second week after Eid, we're gonna be having we're gonna continue our lesson. We'll continue our lesson of the Tajweed, inshallah. So what we learned last week, we practiced the letters. Okay, that's what we did last week. Practicing the letters. That is to say, practicing pronouncing the letters of the halq. And there was an app I actually shared into the platform last week. So all of you, it's called the Tajweed Made app. I'm going to share some other things as well, so you guys see what I'm talking about. The Tajweed Made app was actually shared with you all in this chat last week. So you all can go, you can use this app, it's a free app. Use it and try to pronounce the letters of the Quran yourself and see if you can do better in terms of pronouncing it. Okay. Here we have the throat letters. We talked about it last week, so we also practiced it a lot last week as well. Okay, and then we talk about the jawf, which the mad letters. We're gonna learn about mad later on, but we actually talked about mad before in this lessons series. We've talked about mad. So today I want to kind of briefly introduce you all to the lisan, right? The tongue. Okay, the tongue. The tongue also has like 4 regions. So like we learn about the throats. The letters are from 3 regions: the adna al-halq, wasat al-halq, aqsa al-halq. Okay, the lisan also has 4 regions that letters actually come out from the lisan. It's really intriguing that these are more advanced topic, but they are important that everyone needs to learn them. Okay. Sometimes what you think is advanced is not really advanced. It's something that's required to actually learn. It's something that's required to actually learn. The tongue, the letters of the tongue, I'll be sharing some stuff here. The letters of the tongue, like you see, 18 letters of the tongue. And all these letters come out from 4 regions of the tongue. Okay, we have those letters of the tongue that actually come out from the middle of the tongue. Okay, we call them the huruf al-shajariyya. So the letters that come up from the mid of the tongue. We have the shin, we got the ya, we got the jim. Okay, these are the middle letters. They come from the middle part of the tongue. So we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 letters. So we got 18 letters from the tongue, friends. And all these letters, so the most majority of the tongue letters come out from the tip of the tongue, together with some part of the teeth and, lips and sometimes some part of, the roof of the mouth, let's call it the edges of the teeth, top and bottom. But mostly they involve the tongue to pronounce. So the letters which are a lot more easy to pronounce, those that are a lot more easy to pronounce, a lot more easy to pronounce. Hey, sorry guys, I lost connection briefly. I'm back. So the tongue letters, as I was saying earlier, these are 18 of them. So we have shin, the ya, the jim. So they are the letters that come from the middle of the tongue. And also we have these letters, beautiful letters, tall, 11 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They come from the tip of the tongue. So that accounts for majority of the letters of the Quran. Imagine from a single point. So the tip of the tongue. So guys, let's be mindful of what we use our tongue to do. Because of course, aside from reading the Quran, the tongue also, it's a really delicate part of the body. Okay, the Salam told us about the tongue that every morning to kefirul lisan. So all part of the body every day they deny the tongue because the tongue, whatever the tongue move them, whatever the tongue says, whatever it wants to do, it's what the entire body will do. So that's something about the sunnah. So the ta, the zain, ra, noon, sin, sod, ta, da. You see the tongue. The, the, you see the tip of the tongue is involved in all these 11 letters. Ta, za, ra, nu, sa, s, t, d, th, sa. And we have the letters that come from the adaraj, from the edges of the tongue, together with the teeth. La, do, la, do. So people who pronounce this do, it's completely wrong. You see, they are from the same region of articulation, but they don't come from the same articulation point. Okay? They don't come from the same point. So the tongue has 10 articulation points, mind you. We'll go into this much deeper, but there are 4 regions of the articulation of the tongue. So the lam and the dod come out from the edges of the tongue. And the kaf and the qaf come from the back of the tongue, the best part of the tongue, like very close to the head. Cap, cap. And so next time we have in this class, we'll be going through each of this region one after the other. So we're going to take them one after the other. Mostly we're going to start with the tip of the tongue, where the bulk of the letters of the Arabic come from. So 11 letters. You see, out of the 29 Tajweed letters, the tip of the tongue actually has 11 of them. And so we're going to start with the tip of the tongue, inshallah, next week, everyone. Tuning into this class next week. Sorry, we started late today. And so next week, sorry, not next week. That's going to be on the 20th. So we're going to have like 2 weeks break. Next week, the upper week will not have this. And also the next session will be on the 21st of April. So we're having like 2 weeks break from now. And so inshallah, so we'll go deeper one after the other and actually talk about this. We're going to discuss this together, inshallah, and have some practice بإذن الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Today, inshallah, I'll see you all next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.